We could, yeah,
No.
next week.
Next week.
Next week.
Next week.
She
And
has-
Larry
she
King doesn't
cannot-
wear
yeah,
jeans either
She
under these
cannot,
jackets.
like, predict what's
I
going to
can't get it straight.
Yeah,
Well, I
what's gonna
can
happen.
predict something. Next week you will be wearing this exact same thing.
Ooh. Is this a post-hypnotic suggestion?
No. It's a
So,
fact. No.
so I have this problem. I guess when I was a kid, my parents told me that I'll never be rich, and I don't deserve money. And I guess like I've been doing all right, but I feel there's like an unconscious blockage. Whenever I talk about money, I don't feel comfortable asking for money, or even billing people, or reminding them that they owe me money.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if you can use hypnosis to help me overcome, let's say, this energy block.
Absolutely. Yes. A lot of people come to myself and hypnotists everywhere and say, I have a really hard time attracting money, especially in these times today. So yeah, let's do a little mini session to rid yourself of these limiting beliefs. Because even though our parents love us and they have our best intentions at heart, your parents love you. Love you.
Well,
they have
tell
your
us
best
a little bit,
intentions at heart.
for those of us who are not into the therapy lingo, what do you mean by limiting?
Limiting beliefs. Well, I'll get into that in a moment.
Okay.
So they love you. However, sometimes people have some of their own limiting beliefs, and they can give them to people who they love intentionally or unintentionally. And I'm not saying that this is something that's negative or positive. It's just, it is what it is. We all have our own beliefs, and we pass them on like different traditions and whatever it may be, consciously or unconsciously. So a limiting belief is a belief that stops you from growing or holds you back. So for example, a limiting belief would have been, what was it, the 2-minute mile?
Yeah.
That nobody could beat that record.
Right.
And so for years nobody could beat that record. That was a limiting belief
Right.
that these athletes had.
Right.
And now somebody went and broke that record, and now it's being broken all the time, and athletes are just smashing records left, right, and center. Look at Michael Phelps.
Right.
It's just, so once we're able to eliminate these limiting beliefs, we're able to move forward. So, and the way I like to think about it is a ceiling doesn't exist.
Okay.
The end of this universe, as far as we know, doesn't exist. It's limitless, which means that we are also limitless as well, because we're all part of this big thing. So, whatever it is, if you're thinking that you can't get an A, throw away that limiting belief, or if you can't get a raise, that's also a limiting belief. It's when we limit ourselves, we put these limitations on ourselves, which block us from being able to accomplish what we want.
Very true.
Okay,
Very true.
are you ready?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so get in a nice comfortable position,
Okay.
and we're running out of time, so let's do just a nice quick instant induction. Take a look at me, big deep breath in, and sleep. Deeper, relaxed, good. Another deep breath in, and exhale. Total relaxation, good. Sedation, excellent. Going completely loose and limp. You'll notice completely relaxed. Perfect. Good. And what I want you to do, Bernie, is we're just going to do a very, very quick count. And what I want you to do is just to double your own relaxation in between each and every counts, because all hypnosis really is self-hypnosis. Bernard here is a hypnotist, so he's able to put himself 1,000 times deeper relaxed. I'm the facilitator, a guide. The reality is he's doing the work. So as I count 1, double your own relaxation. 2, going deeper relaxed. Notice how vivid, how clear, concise, sharp your mind is becoming now. 3, get ready to make that shift and go 1,000 times deeper, relaxed. Excellent. Good. Using your excellent mind, Bernie, what I want you to do is to allow your mind, body, and spirit to connect. And as your mind, body, and spirit connect right now, go deep inside of your memory, knowing that your memory is perfect under hypnosis. Go back to a time now when you were younger. And what I want you to do is to remember the first time you were told that you weren't meant to be rich, or any limiting belief that has to do with money. And once you have this memory inside your mind very clearly, you can just give your head a slight nod to let me know. Excellent. Good. And now what I want you to do is to look at that memory from an adult perspective, from the perspective of who you are today, rather than that young boy that you were. And notice the worry and care your parents have for you. Maybe they don't want you to be disappointed. Maybe that is truly their belief, and they were giving it to you. Whatever it was, allow yourself to see it, know it, and arrange it in your mind now. Once you've done this, just give your head to let me know. Not a nice nod. Good. And what I want you to do now is to change your perception about the entire situation. Empathize with your parents. Step inside of their shoes. Once you've done this, just let me know. Excellent. Doing great. And now, soon you're going to feel a shift, a powerful shift, because you are the most powerful person in your world. There's nothing outside of yourself that's more powerful than you. Take a moment now and forgive your parents. Forgive them for this old belief system that they've given you today. Just letting me know once you've done that. Good. Send them more forgiveness. Send them understanding. Send them kindness. Excellent. And now what I want you to do is to gain all the wisdom. Take all the wisdom you have from that experience. Take all the wisdom from the experience. And allow this wisdom to carry with you, because the experience will always be there. The memory is there. But you can leave the negativity behind and take the wisdom from it. Take the wisdom now. And as you do this, you experience that great shift now. Seeing yourself attracting abundance, attracting all the finances, reaching all your goals that you want, removing that ceiling, knowing that your mind is limitless, your ambition is limitless, and what you can accomplish is limitless. Bernie, we can make it up to the moon. We have the internet. We are magnificent, and so are you. Allow yourself now to accept this as your new belief system, that you attract everything you desire. Giving your head a nod to let me know. Excellent. Good. Good. Take this now, feeling your mind, body, and spirit connect, and keep it with you today, tomorrow, the rest of your life, forever and ever, plus one day, because you're worthy of it, and you certainly deserve it. And as soon as I count from 1 to 5, your eyes will open wide. But here's the thing, Bernie, your eyes will only open at the count of 5 when you truly accept all of these suggestions. As I count 1, feeling your fingers and toes starting to move again. 2, Becoming more aware of the sounds of the room. 3, that's right, all suggestions are 1,000 times more powerful, meaningful, profound. You are confident, motivated, feel yourself ready in every respect. 4, your eyes are beginning to open now. And 5, eyes wide open. Back to the here and now. All right.
Wow.
How do you feel?
I feel great.
Good.
I feel great.
All right.
That was amazing. It was quite a journey that you took me on. Seeing that we have 6 more minutes left.
Oh, good. You know, I actually thought we were completely out of time.
Oh.
Would you like to go back in?
Well, let's talk about what you did.
Well, okay, we'll talk about what we did.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, what was your strategy?
Well, my strategy was, I honestly thought we were out of time.
Oh, no, don't worry.
Yeah, we could have gone a lot of places.
Damn it.
But Bernie's a guy with a higher IQ, remember? The higher your IQ,
that's
the
right.
smarter you are, the better
That's
your
right.
ability to focus.
That's right. I say that to myself every
That's
day.
right. The better you are at hypnosis. So what we were able to do was, because Bernie's a hypnotist, we're able to put him into trance very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And what I wanted to do is to take you back to that experience.
Okay.
To when you first started experiencing these emotions. Because the reality is we may not remember things, but they're stored inside of our subconscious mind.
Mm-hmm.
So we're bringing subconscious to the forefront, and we're changing your situation, changing the perception about the situation, because the reality is a lot of times, not all the time, but a lot of times when we can truly empathize with our parents,
Mm-hmm.
our entire perception
Okay.
changes.
Okay.
And we realize that our parents are just humans, and they might have said what they said when they were young and foolish, maybe even younger than what you are now.
Right.
Right? Yeah. They were probably younger than what you are when they said that.
Right.
So a lot of times, you know, our parents were growing and developing themselves, and their ideas change over time.
That's true.
However, when we were given that as children, that memory sticks,
Mm-hmm.
and they've transferred something unintentionally.
Mm-hmm.
Because of course they want their son to be happy
Right.
and be wealthy and have whatever it is that you want to have.
How would you describe your parents' imprints on your career these days?
Personally,
Yes.
you know, that's interesting because I grew up very, very poor. Yeah, my mother was a single mother of 4 with a little boy just a few days old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and you know, it was my grandparents and my mother who just always instilled. Well, I think what it was, they're creators, they're innovators and creators. So every week my mother would make her delicious food and we'd go to the Amish market and sell it.
Mm-hmm.
And it just was watching this woman with nothing create a lot
Mm-hmm.
out of nothing, and I think really that's,
Right.
you know.
So, do you think that creativity influence where you are at in your career these days?
I think my grandparents and my mother, yeah, and you know, even my grandfather, you know, he'd sit and tell us stories about, you know, back in the old days when he was a carpenter, and then, you know, his big factory and all the things that he had accomplished, and he never, you know, they never said you can or you cannot, but I understood that them sharing these stories and the joy within them was to give me joy,
Okay.
and to teach me that really if you want it, if your mind can conceive it, you can achieve it.
We have about 2.5 minutes left, so if you can leave our viewers with a wisdom or a few words of wisdom that your grandparents has passed on to you, what would they be?
Oh, my grandparents.
Or your parents.
Or my parents. Well, I'll give it to my grandmother. My
Mhm.
grandmother was a mother of 8 children, and she grew up in a refugee camp, and this is a woman who made a decision to always love everyone around her, and to always think positively of whoever that person was, and I believe that because my grandmother chose she chose in ugly times when there's death all around, she chose the perception
Mhm.
of loving, and not only just loving, thinking positively about the negative people around her. I really believe that is what gave her the courage and the strength to be where she is today, living in a nice, beautiful home and having
Wow.
her children come over every Sunday, and it's a beautiful thing.
Wow.
Just choosing your perceptions.
Wow.
Even though there's ugliness around you, if you choose to see beauty, beauty will look right back at you.
When was the last time you changed your personal perception and have a positive outcome?
Every day. Every day. It never ends. It really never ends. And I think
you have accomplished a lot.
My mantra is today I'm better than I was yesterday, and tomorrow I'll be better than I am today, and we need to continue to learn and grow, because the old saying goes is
right.
If the only tool you have is a hammer, everything will begin to look like a nail.
That's true.
So get some more tools. Hypnosis is a great tool.
That's true. So what is your website again?
Well, it's under construction, but come back to hypnosisqueen.com.
Right, and
or you can YouTube me, or yeah.
Yeah,
Hypnosis
find her
Queen.
on YouTube, and find her on this Friday.
This Friday night
at 7 p.m.
7 p.m. A
Right.
special tribute honoring the amazing stage hypnotists
Again,
before and of our time.
this is Nadeen. Join us again next week. CCTV Channel 9, Cambridge.